In this video, we will discuss the various reactions of aldehyde and ketones. As aldehyde and ketones both contains carbonyl group, the reactions are almost same. Aldehyde and ketones undergo various types of important reactions like nucleophilic addition to carbonyl group, condensation reaction, iodoform test, aldol condensation, Cannizzaro reaction, Wittig reaction. So let's discuss one by one. First we will see nucleophilic addition to carbonyl group. Now see here, the carbonyl group of aldehyde and ketones, this carbonyl group of aldehyde and ketones is polarized due to the minus I effect of minus I as well as minus R effect of carbonyl oxygen atom, and due to this the carbonyl group becomes polar and carbon carries partial positive charge. Carbon carries partial positive charge and oxygen carries partial negative charge. So when nucleophile is attached, nucleophile as it is negatively charged, it attach to the partially positive carbon atom, while electrophiles are positively charged. So electrophile, they attach to the negatively charged oxygen atom. So during the addition reaction, as carbonyl group is polar, carbon is partially positive and oxygen is partially negative. Negatively charged nucleophile attach to the carbon like this, and electrophiles like hydrogen get attracted towards the oxygen, and we get such type of addition reaction. These addition reactions are known as nucleophilic addition reactions. One point you need to take care that aldehydes are more reactive than ketone towards nucleophilic reagents. So let's discuss some of the nucleophilic addition reaction. First we'll see addition of HCN. Aldehydes and ketones both add hydrogen cyanide. Aldehyde and ketone both add hydrogen cyanide and finally form cyanohydrine. This cyanohydrine, it has two functional group. One is cyanide and one is hydroxyl group. That's why it is called as cyanohydrine. When HCN is added to the carbonyl group or aldehyde and ketones, as I already told you, carbonyl group is polar in nature, in which carbon is positively charged. So this negatively charged nucleophile from HCN, that is cyanide, get attracted towards the carbon, and later on as cyanide adds to carbon, this double bond open to the oxygen in the form of negative charge, and this negatively charged oxygen attract the hydrogen. So there is formation of OH and we get cyanohydrine. See here, CH3COCH3, that is acetone. So how the addition takes place? In one step we can say negatively charged cyanide goes to positively charged carbonyl carbon, and positively charged hydrogen goes to negatively charged carbonyl oxygen. So we get CH3, COH, CN, CH3, that is cyanohydrine. Acetone cyanohydrine is formed. One more example, see here. Here, one thing you need to remember that these cyanohydrines are very useful because cyanohydrine on hydrolysis give hydroxy acids as well as on reduction they give primary amines. See here, acetone on reaction with HCN, as we already discussed, cyanide attached to the carbon and hydrogen attached to the oxygen, so we get this cyanohydrine, CH3 COH CN CH3. Acetone cyanohydrine, or its name it is 1,2,2-hydroxy 2-methyl propane nitrile, but I guess it is better to remember acetone cyanohydrine. Acetone cyanohydrine on hydrolysis, here cyanide group on hydrolysis get converted into COOH and we get alpha hydroxy acids Here, this is cyclopentanone. When HCN is added, again cyanide attached to the carbon and hydrogen attached to the oxygen. So we get this type of cyanohydrine. And cyanohydrine on reduction, cyanide group on reduction, here hydrogen atoms are added in cyanide. So to this carbon 2 hydrogens are added and to this nitrogen 2 hydrogen. So we get CH2NH2. CH2NH2 is nothing but the primary amines. So we can say that cyanohydrine on reduction gives beta hydroxy. This carbon, it is a beta carbon. This is alpha, this is beta. So we get beta hydroxy primary amine. There are two uses of cyanohydrines which are formed from aldehyde and ketone. Cyanohydrine on hydrolysis gives alpha hydroxy acids or hydroxy acids are formed, while cyanohydrine on reduction gives beta hydroxy primary amines. Another example, benzaldehyde. In this benzaldehyde, when HCN is added across carbonyl group and we get C6H5 C H OH CN. That is a phenyl cyanohydrine. This phenyl cyanohydrine on hydrolysis, cyanide group get converted into COOH group and we get 2-hydroxy. This is 1 carbon, this is 2. So we get 2-hydroxy phenyl acetic acid. Next is addition of sodium bisulfite. Sodium bisulfite reacts with aldehyde and ketones and form bisulfite addition product. And again here addition is same like HCN. In sodium bisulfite, Na is positive part and HSO3 is the negative part. So negative part, that is a nucleophile, attracted towards the carbonyl carbon, while positive part goes to oxygen. And what we get here? C SO3H O Na. And here there is a proton transfer, that means hydrogen from SO3H goes to oxygen and Na will come here. So there is OH SO3 Na. This is the addition product. Here again we can see acetone when reacts with sodium bisulfite. Here simply we can write down CH3COCH3, hydrogen goes to oxygen and this negative part SO3Na, this part will attach to the carbon and we get bisulfite addition product. Next reaction is addition of alcohols. Aldehydes aldehyde and ketones when reacts with 1 mole of alcohol in presence of acid, they form hemiacetals. Okay, when aldehyde reacts with 1 mole of alcohol, there is a formation of hemiacetal. Hemiacetal again reacts with 2nd mole of alcohol and there is a formation of acetal. Initially, if the product is formed from ketone, then it was called as hemiketal and ketal. But now, this was the older term, but now even for aldehyde and ketone, the product forms are hemiacetal and acetal. So see here, when aldehyde, this is RCOH, when it reacts with alcohol, ROH, here OR is the negative part, so this negative part goes to carbon and H goes to oxygen. So what we get, RCH, which is already there, to this oxygen H is attached and to this carbon OR is attached. Such type of compound is called as hemiacetal. When hemiacetal reacts with 2nd molecule of alcohol, here this H and this OH is removed as a water molecule and R is attached to the oxygen. So what we will get, RCH OR OR. When 2 alkoxy groups are attached to the same carbon atom, it is called as acetal. In first, there is only 1 alkoxy group along with 1 OH group, that is a hemiacetal. But when 2 alkoxy groups are attached to the same carbon atom, it is known as acetal. Another example, ketone. When it reacts with ROH, again RO or alkoxy group is the negative, so it is attached to the carbon, H goes to hydrogen and we get this hemiketal. It is the older term, now it is also called as hemiacetal. Hemiacetal when again reacts with 1 molecule of alcohol, so OH get replaced by OR and we get ketal or acetal. So this is again an addition reaction of alcohol. If we use, instead of simple alcohol, if we use 1,2-diols, then ketone reacts with these 1,2-diols and there is a formation of cyclic ketals. See here, this is 1,2-diol, this H and O is removed as a water molecule and this complete group join with each other like this, O and these are attached to this carbon. These are called as cyclic ketals. Another example, see here, OH, CH2, CH2, OH. Here again what will happen? These hydrogen and oxygens are removed and these are attached like this. These are the cyclic ketals. Cyclohexanone, when it reacts with 1,2-dihydroxy alcohol, Here also we get cyclic acetal of cyclohexanone. How it is formed? This hydrogen and oxygen is removed as a water molecule. So this is the addition of alcohol to get hemiacetals, acetals or cyclic ketals. Remaining reactions will be discussed in the next video.